I stage drive, try to learn my moves so you can copy. Gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. You're back against the wall. When you don't want people calling.
No, they broke it. You know.
To keep bringing
Locked in here.
What?
Green.
Protect your child. 12 rounds if you can last, better protect your ball. It's like Mayweather, you hit it round of applause. Don't question the problem solved.
Good afternoon. This is your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live from Clutch Studio, Clutch Radio, Cincinnati, Ohio. How y'all doing? We going live. We got a couple of topics to talk about. First, I want to talk about make sure everybody cool doing this coronavirus pandemic. We got a lot of boxing to talk about. We got some sports to talk about. And I'm gonna get everything together for y'all, and we're gonna go on get it started. I'm gonna play a couple songs, and we're gonna get back started with the show.
That like causing drama. Me and my bad bitches, we don't fuck this baby mama. He copy them shit real bad, sometimes speaking it.
That's my paper. Go get that paper. It's on top of my driver. Pull up that Floyd interview.
I know a dude named Wayne that I used to fuck. I slid on him, got a check, then I was off in that truck. Ferrari photo, hit the gas, left foot on the clutch. Counting money back, shit, I been boxing up. I know the ball player that I been wanting to fuck. I deal with rich niggas, and all of them give it up. Project bitches, ass fatter than the rest of them. Bitches so bad, got them cuffing in the right to them. They shoot dice, his hoops is nice. I be playing with his balls, cause hoops is life. Oh, got a New York nigga, Miami nigga. Always yelling gang gang with the hammer nigga. I got an ass eating pro, he sucking my toes. Got a bitch busting off like a Cali style. I got a begging ass dude, want me to ride his face. Got a young side nigga, gotta hide my face.
Yeah, me, I look that chick. One man don't give a fuck. I don't feel she could yeah, me, I'm not that chick. Yeah, me, I look like bitch. One man don't give a fuck. I don't feel she could
It's the two baddest bitches that they love to hate. We racing yachts, it's a bad bitch holiday. It's Barbie and Cinderella and Gucci and Donatella. I got a young rich nigga with a trapping Alpharetta. Got a couple Haitian niggas who be swiping them cars. Getting that income tax money, taking trips from the nine. I know some West Coast niggas wanna bang me out. I show you what the project trick is about. Show us the money.
yeah, me, I look that chick. One man don't give a fuck. I don't feel she could yeah, me, I'm not that chick. Yeah, me, I look like bitch. One man don't give a fuck. I don't feel she could
I just want my dog. Look at my brother told me how to taste the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make a bag. The day he lost his soul, I can make it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. Take you on your first trip on a private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. And we been on this money shit for years. Gotta drink this mud to make the pain go away. I've been talking these cold, deep tears. Yeah. Praying Roddy Rich don't go insane today. Losing high speed, like fuck the stage.
Thank y'all for joining.
I wanted to roll me, I wanted to pay.
About to go back live.
They fuck nigga fuck around and drag it. I done seen a lot of shit.
Live from Club Studios.
My life going through many different phases. Gotta keep the gun on me, can't go too many places. Reading B12 just to make me drag race. Nigga, we was bad cases before we had.
Feel free to beam in.
I just love my dog.
Got questions, comments. Do all that.
The day he lost his soul, wish I could take it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. I'll take you on your first trip on a private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. Jacket, Burberry jacket and an ace of spades. Get 100 racks, I gotta make it a day. I get a team that's greatly put J.U. in the pain. My dog looked out for me when I ain't have nothing. Had some 30, then he put up in the tag or something. When I seen him full of cold, nigga, they was mad. So he was counting them like back in Stilo. I went in the trip with my brother and Valentino. Remember I was talking to him on the jail phone on Christmas. Said when he get out, we gon' have to check him like a arithmetic. If he try to rob a nigga, I gotta get sick. I might slide on a nigga like a rich stick. I don't know why all these legends always gotta die young, yeah. Nigga gotta cut these snakes about the grass. Out of everybody, I suspect that you last. Supposed to take on this flight first class. I just love my dog. Nigga, my brother told me how to taste the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make a bag. The day he lost his soul, rich, I can take it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. I'll take you on your first trip on a private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Long live my brother.
What they do, Wise Death Wolf? We in the studio, boy. We gonna talk this boxing shit. I know what it is. I know what it is, Swin. Nigga, you can't. I know you is. It's your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live from Clutch Studio, Clutch Radio. And like I say, We got a couple topics to talk about. We're gonna talk about this welterweight boxing. What y'all think about it? I got a clip to play. I want to play you guys. Where Floyd Mayweather was asked some questions about who's the best welterweight in the division since he's retired. And I want to play this clip before we get to doing anything too much. And let me know. I'd like to know what you guys come to think of it.
Sit back and look, because you keep on seeing, who's the best at this weight, who's the best at that weight. And it was crazy that someone sent me something about the best welterweights, right? Mm-hmm. And then they had Sugar Ray Leonard number one. And I said before, he was the guy that paved the way for myself. But then how could you have a guy that's ranked number one when his first loss was to elect, which was Roberto Duran? And then they also talked about me facing Marquez, which they tried to say at a 10th weight, which was 144. But this same guy, Marquez, who knocked out the number 3 ranked welterweight, because they had Pacquiao ranked number 3 at welterweight, but he got knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. And they tried to say that basically he was too small for me, but he wasn't too small for Pacquiao. So it's crazy how how all these ratings go, nowadays. And of course, the fighters are going to always. Fighters are always just, I would have done this, I would have done that, and this guy should be right here. People like a lot of these so-called boxing experts. These so-called boxing experts, it's just crazy how you guys are experts. But if you're an expert, you got to really, really do your homework before you speak on certain subjects about boxing. I think so. But everybody thinks I'm to their own opinion. What else can I say?
I mean, yeah, they're entitled to their own opinion, but at the same time, like what exactly are they looking at when they're coming up with these lists and creating these opinions? I mean, numbers don't lie. You've said it. A lot of people say it. And just looking at your record, obviously 50-0, but I think you fought like 20 or 21 world champions, and I don't know how many Hall of Famers you've beaten. I mean, you were able to accomplish that in like 50 fights. And when
you got guys, like my thing is this: sometimes when I speak, I just speak from the heart and I speak the truth. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people feel like speaking the truth is arrogant or kind. I just speak from the heart. And I don't knock no fighter. I just speak facts. Whereas you see a lot of fighters had to have 107 fights. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, he's great because he was 109 in 4. But, out of 109 and 4, he had 80 knockouts. But who did he beat in those fights? If I accomplished more than what he's accomplished in 50 fights, then, he was working hard and I was working smart. Mm-hmm. And it's always about working smarter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of times they say, okay, if you just look, they say, well, every time I fight a guy, they say, oh, man, if a guy is crazy. Like when I fought, maybe rest in peace, Genaro Hernandez, when I was 21, and he was like 31 or 32. When I fought him, they said that he had too much experience for me. But then when the fight, then they said he was over the hill. But then when I fought Canelo, and Canelo was like, I don't know how many years younger than I was, but they said he was inexperienced, but he had his just we was deep in my 30s. He was in his youthful years. He was in his early 20s. So it's just crazy how these people speak, about boxing. When you speak about boxing, you really have to do your homework and really know what you're talking about. So there was from Lee facing Shane, Lee facing. So when I faced Shane, I think we both were in our 30s. You know, we somewhere was like 5 years apart, and then Oscar was 4 years apart. Because they was 92, you know, from the team, the alternate and the Olympians from the 92 team, and I was in 96. Yeah. So it's crazy. When I fought Shane just came off his biggest win against Antonio Margarito. That was his biggest win. Yeah. Then when I beat him, they said, I fought him right after that. They said, you know what, he's washed up. But then I think it's enough. Canelo fight him after me? Yep. So did Pacquiao. So it's crazy how, the things that they say, he's like when I face Oscar, you gonna look at the glove I had on. He shows everything. He shows the glove. He shows the weight class. And even like when I faced Canelo, the weight Canelo, struggle fighter. But when I faced Canelo, go back and read. Canelo and his team said, we want to fight Mayweather had to catch weight because we believe we can beat him. That's true. And they thought I was older, and they thought I was over the hill. And I'm not knocking these fights. I'm just telling you what is going, what goes on in the sport of boxing about people knowing the sport and people not knowing the sport. Do you think it's personal? Like not, I mean, obviously not with you, but like, do you think certain people in the media, like, do you think they feel some type of way about you, so they're purposely like? It don't even matter because I don't entertain it anyway. Because of course, a lot of things is I'm gonna hear a lot of different things because people will say, "Oh, did you hear this? Oh, did you hear this? Oh, did you see this?" And my thing has always been, listen. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So if I beat all these so-called guys that was when they're young and they inexperienced, if they're a couple years older than they over the hill, no different from when Canelo fought Cotto. I mean, like I said before, but when I fought Cotto, they said he's washed up, but I'm a lot older than Cotto. So I think it's the Mayweather rules. It's totally different for me.
There you go, fans. I had to play this clip. Mayweather bounced around the question, answering the question as who the best welterweight was. From my understanding, I guess he was saying he's probably the best welterweight. Thanks, Weinstein Wolf. So, with that being said, who do you guys feel is the best welterweight of all time? And who do you guys feel is the best welterweight right now? Let me put some scenarios into effect. As of this week, it's been talks with Mikey Garcia calling out Manny Pacquiao. And with these calling outs, Mikey's saying that he doesn't want to fight with Terrence Crawford, that he'd rather fight Pac-Man for a fight, I guess because that's an easier fight for him. And he states that if he does have another title fight against if he was to get the title fight against Pac-Man, then he'll knock Pac-Man out. I ain't got it. So, with that being said, who do you guys feel about Mikey Garcia choosing the Manny Pacquiao route. Also, too, Adonis Egas, he called out Mikey Garcia. And I can probably see that fight probably happening more than the Mikey and Danny Garcia fight happening. Because Adonis and Mikey Garcia is, I think, five-time division champion, looking to be six-time champion. And it's actually a belt in the welterweight is vacant, which is the WBA regular championship belt. It's a belt that doesn't really hold as much rank as the WBA belt that Terrence Crawford has. But it is, it's, like I say, it's a WBA regular belt. And Adonis Egas also stated he didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford, and that the fight with Terrence Crawford to him would be a harder fight due to styles. And we all know styles make fights. What do you guys think about Adonis Egas and Mikey Garcia? That'll be a nice fight. That'll be a nice fight. Also, too, Terrence Crawford stated this week in an interview. I'm gonna try to dig it up and play it too. Terrence Crawford had an interview, and he stated that he would not be fighting for less pay. Hey, La Madrina. He stated he would not be fighting with the coronavirus and taking a pay cut. If Bob Arum can't give him the money that he's asking for, he's saying that he won't fight. And we've been having boxing coming on. Bob Arum's been having boxing coming on ESPN. We haven't had no top fights. I think the best name we done had fight so far has been Shakur Stevenson. We were supposed to get Jamal Herring next weekend, but he tested positive for the coronavirus, so they pushed the fight back to July 14th, I believe. July 14th. Somebody in the chat stated that something about Garcia. What you saying about Garcia? Somebody stated in the chat that Crawford needs to come to the A side anyway. That's where the better fight's at. Okay, Derek Poindexter, tell us what the A side is then. I think I know who you're talking about, the A side, but I can't be biased. I'm a commentator, so tell us, Derek, who are you stating that is the A side of boxing? Terrence Crawford is already down with Bob Arum. So you got to be talking to the A side. Must be talking about Al Haymon. And if that's so, you're right. I feel that Terrence Crawford maybe needs to fight a guy like Sean Porter or a guy, I would say Sean Porter. Because Keith Thurman, he kind of talked his way up out of everything. So I would say Sean Porter. Derek said you need to come over to Al Haymon. You're right. You're right. If Terrence Crawford was to sign with Al Haymon, boxing would be at its best at welterweight. It would be the 147, 154 division would be the best. Because it's so many fights that can't happen due to Bob Arum having ties with Terrence Crawford and Terrence Crawford having this other belt. If by Sean Porter not taking the mandatory rematch, not having a mandatory rematch against Earl Spence, I believe that makes all sense for Sean Porter to break the barrier with Al Haymon and Bob Arum and get the welterweight division going. It ain't like it ain't like they haven't been before. They made things happen for Wilder and Tyson Fury. So I know they can make the things happen. I know they can make that fight happen. Do you believe Crawford has really been tested at the weight? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I honestly believe that Terrence Crawford has not been tested at 147. He had to fight with can't think of his name. The guy he won the belt from, who took the belt from Pacquiao. Joe, whatever his name is, Joe Horn, whatever. But that wasn't. He's not been tested. He's not been tested at 147. And I got a couple things to say too to you guys too about this welterweight division too that you might not want to hear. Some people might not want to hear, but Danny Garcia keeps calling out. Danny Garcia he's the mandatory match for Errol Spence. Now listen to this scenario. If we do get the fight with Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, Danny Garcia already got 2 losses at the welterweight division. Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia, I'm a Danny Garcia fan. Don't get this wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. But Danny Garcia fighting at 147 against Errol Spence, and he loses. Where does that put Danny's career? That'll be 3 major losses at the welterweight division. What do you do? Retire or step down? He talking about moving up to 154. And that's what I got to say. We need in boxing, we need to clean this shit up and get some unified champions. It's the same way with in heavyweight. Here it is. You got Anthony Joshua with all the belts, and Wilder had the one belt. The WBC was one of the top belts in boxing. And Tyson Fury took the belt from him. But when Deontay Wilder did have the belt, why was Anthony Joshua reluctant to fighting so we can have a unified champ? We haven't had a unified champ in boxing in a long time. Terrence Crawford did it at 140, 135. He did it, but he still in the end, he wasn't tested in. He wasn't tested in. So for me, what I like to see Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford get it on. I love to see Errol Spence and the Danny Garcia. That'll be a great fight. That'll be a great fight. The only reason why I would say take that fight, nothing against Danny, but it's because Earl already got 2 belts. And it's like, man, why would I take the fight against Danny? What am I fighting for? But if he beats Danny and then gets to fight with Pacquiao, and then if he somehow gets past Pacquiao and Danny and Pacquiao, and then gets to fight Terrence Crawford, and fights Terrence Crawford, and if somehow another beats Terrence Crawford, I'm just hypothetically speaking, and beats Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence be going down as one of the greatest welterweight champions of all time. And then he can move up to 154. Keith Thurman, I don't know what to say about that guy. I think he talked his way up out of boxing. There's been big talks about Adrian Broner. We're going to play a little music. We're going to come back, and we're going to talk about Adrian Broner and the YouTube beef he had with Regis Ports. I'm going to get that interview up and let y'all guys hear that. We're going to go to a little music, and we'll be right back at Clutch Studios.
I just want my dog. Nigga, my brother told me how to taste the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make the bag. The day lost is so rich, I can take it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. I'll take you on your first trip on a private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. And we've been on this money shit for years. Gotta drink this mud to make the pain go away. I've been dropping these cold deep tears, yeah. Praying right here, don't go insane today. Moving high speed, like fuck the static. He wanted to roll me, I wanted to pad it. Gotta get the safe, my nigga, fuck around and drag it, yeah. I done seen a lot of shit behind these glasses, yeah. My life going through many different phases. Gotta keep the gun on me, getting up too many places. Many B12 just to pay me credit race. Nigga, we was bad kids before he had race. I just want my dog. Nigga, my brother taught me how to chase the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make the bag. The day he lost his soul, wish I could take it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. I'ma take you on your first trip on a private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. Got your very jacket and an ace of spades. Get 100 racks, I gotta make it today. Gotta get a team that's greatly put you in the vein. My dog look out for me when I ain't have nothing. Had some dirty, then he put up in a can or something. When I seen him full of cold, nigga, they was mad as so. We was counting them money back at Stilo. I wanted to drip with my brother and Valentino. Remember I was talking to him on the telephone on Christmas. Said when he get out, we gon' have to check him like a rhythm sick. If he try to rob a nigga, I gotta get sick. I might slide on a nigga like a rip stick. I don't know why all these legends always gotta die young, yeah. Nigga gotta cut these snakes about the grass. Out of everybody, I suspect that you last. Supposed to take off like first class. I just want my dog. Nigga, my brother told me how to taste the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make the bag. The day he lost his soul, wish I could take it back. I just wanna go get on the bag with my nigga. Wanna be rich forever for my dog. So take you on your first trip on the private jet. I gotta always ball until I fall. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Only my brother.
Chopping up about Adrian Broner and Regis Broner.
great. Regis Progress snaps it. Hit your bar. It says, please, somebody hit your bar. It's like, look at this guy. Gotta love Regis Progress. And also, man, you gotta really appreciate it. You don't have to appreciate it, your bar, but I do. And I would really like for that fight to happen. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. So full disclosure, I am a fan of for different reasons. Inside the ring,
Be much great raw hood and stand. Me and my niggas pull up and do damage. Fucking it, bitch, she came with no panties. Spell on your block and my head, they vanish. Thinking I'm talking about being like fans. Walking the club and my diamonds be dancing. Pouring up bowls, my bitch get a tan. The way that I did it, you said I stand. Yeah. I'm chasing the y'all good bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm walking in the trap. We sipping these papers. This trap ain't too long. Like fuck, they gon' take it. Nigga big hot, but I trap at the base. Uniform whipping it, bitch, and I'm strapped to these gates. Struggling my wrist and every day coming like a bride. Bitch, so really they big. Can't be a little nigga bitch and I hit the whole sideways when I'm in the trade. I nigga ass, I ain't in the membrane. Got the gate for it, Johnny K. Mama say you living life bad, gotta slow down. Didn't get a little bit, now she call me low down. My nigga got the most strength, better know now. Oh my God, get hit with the collar around. But my niggas, we pull up with talks. Call some more, no need for no dogs. Get no catch, we pop out the top. That bitch nigga hold on that, we never talk. Before I let it have some load in my cock. Make sure I hold thing full of my cock. You found out you sweet and we shaking your cock. This little nigga heard yeah, he hot as a top. He much great raw hood and stack. Me and my nigga pull up and do damage. Fucking these bitches, they down with no pants. Spell your block and my head, they bang. Thinking I'm done if I feel like fans. Walking the club in my diamonds flash. Pouring up old, my bitch get a tan. The way that I did it, you said I stand. I did this shit quick in the feds. I stand no stuck in the trenches. I fuck out the plan. I try to fight people. These bitches are the pain. These bitches I know. So you man, up on my baby, I feel like I'm standing. Look on the bottom, he catching like that. He give me that call, I'm catching like red. Busting my back when I'm puffing his can. Walking in blue, honey, don't say us on me. I know I like the car. My old head 50, you get your bitch. Walking the trap, you gon' sit on the dish. That's why I'm in the road with you, boxing the kick. Better say you got a good fight with the teeth. You pocket the chicken, the bitch. We talking about drugs, like we live. 20 in my left pocket, 20 in my right. Everybody like that, he done came up overnight. 20 in my left pocket, 20 in my right. Everybody like that, he done came up overnight. Big much great raw hood and stack. Me and my nigga pull up and do damage. Fucking this bitch, she came with no pants. Spell on your block and my head, they jam. Thinking I'm German, so I feel like fans. Walking the club and my diamonds, he dance. Pouring up old, my bitch get a tan. The way that I did it, you said I stand. Yeah.
This your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk, back live to you from Clutch Studio. And I found the interview with Regis Progress I wanted to play. It was first, I'm gonna play this little clip for you first, how I actually started. Adrian Broner happened to be going live on Instagram, and somebody made a statement about him fighting Regis Progress. And I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna play the response for Regis Progress said, and we go from there.
Yeah.
My knees working today, y'all. I'll beat Regis' ass. I'll come out of retirement. Fuck Regis up. You can't fuck with me. Y'all be saying anything on here.
And that was the comments that Adrian Broner said. I'm going on this live. I'm gonna play what Regis Portis had to say.
Yeah, right. So yeah, rapping now. That nigga keep rapping now. Yeah, right. I know AB a bigger Jordan than Doug. I won't even deny that. What's your point? I'll fuck him up. I'll beat him up. But he's definitely a bigger Jordan. So what's your point? I guarantee I'll beat the fuck out of him. I'm eating some shit I can't cook. Really, shit. Rice and beans, but but that's the job to be messy and shit. Not be messy, but you know, like attempt to fight some shit, but like you go. I be sick of talking and beef with all these niggas and like you know what I'm saying, like all these boxing and shit. The shit don't happen, bro. Like I said, first me and Adrian Granados was on some deep shit. Then it was Ramirez and it was AB and now it's AB and like none of that shit none of these fights never happened, bro. That's what I'm saying. All that shit be kept. Like I don't even like going back and forth with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like doing interviews and all that shit. I know like you know, like the fight so important, that's their job to be messy and shit. Not be messy, but you know, like set to fight some shit. But like you go back and forth, you go to talking about these dudes and shit, and that should just be all cap. Like it's all talking, all speculation. So a lot of that shit don't even require like just don't even need to fucking take the time out. And shit is fake. But I fuck up this shit. With you? Oh no, this shit. This is my baby.
I ain't gonna play too much more of it. But here it is. Adrian Broner and Regis Portis. Now, there's been talks last year of them two fighting each other or whatever. I know AB's saying he want to come back and he want to fight for $10 million or whatever. But Regis Portis might be a good fight. Regis Portis fights at 140, so they had to make a catch weight. Broner's good for making catch weight. He's good for catch weight. And maybe AB can get him a victory. He ain't had one in a minute. And Regis Portis is a name. Also, too, this week, Gary Russell Jr. called out AB. Gary Russell mad. I guess he mad. He's one of the only fighters I know that's with Al Heyman. This does not happen. And I guess it's because he don't get the fights. He very seldom fights. He fight once a year. And due to the coronavirus shit, it's about to be almost maybe 2 years from Gary Russell fought. But he's been called out Tank. He done called out Leah Santa Cruz. He didn't really call out Devin Haney, but he whispered his name. And AB. Now, one thing about Gary Russell, he fights at 126. For Gary Russell to come up from 126 and fight Adrian Broner, and Broner fights at 147, catch weight 144, 143. Gary Russell probably walk around about 135. He still had to come up and weight. I don't. Gary Russell, that one wouldn't look too good, baby. There's no way in the hell Adrian Broner can lose to a Gary Russell Jr. If Adrian Broner loses to Gary Russell Jr., man, listen here. Listen here, a man coming up 4 weight classes to fight you, shit. Ain't no damn way. He really better retire. It's also been taught too, like I was telling y'all about months ago, before this coronavirus shit hit, pandemic hit. There's more and more talk back about that Tyson Fury and that glove, about the pad was illegally taken out of the glove when he fought Wilder. If y'all can remember, back in January, I was telling y'all, the WBC was having a meeting with the Nevada Boxing Commission in March to discuss the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury altercation, and was it the gloves actually tampered with or something been tampered with? I told y'all this months ago. But the coronavirus had us fucked up, shut everything down. Then the bullshit with the George Floyd. Police did the bullshit with George Floyd. That took everybody mind off of everything. We had people out here protesting, which is what they're supposed to do. Now we back here with Corona again. Is another wave. So it's hard to keep your mind focused on what was going on in boxing then and what's going on now. So I'm just keeping y'all up to date. They talking about Tyson Fury and Wilder 3 in Sydney, Australia. They're supposed to be one of the countries with the least cases of the coronavirus. The country supposed to have 7,000 cases, 7,300 cases. Shit, we got that in Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky together. You feel me? They was talking about doing that. I wanted to play that Gary Russell because he was talking a little bit too much. Oh yeah, the NBA about to get started too. We got the NBA players going in the bubble and playing. They're gonna be quarantined off down at Disney World. You got some players opted out to play, like Durant, Kyrie Irving. You guys are already hurt. But you had one guy, Bradley from the Lakers. He opted out. So now the Lakers are in the position to try to go get J.R. Smith and bring him to the addition with LeBron. That's a little basketball talk for all you players. Somebody in the chat just said they don't see the boxing scene getting back to normal for a while. Hey, you right. I don't see this shit coming back, getting back together for a while. Till at least they come up with a vaccine or something for it. Because I mean, just yesterday, they started closing down Florida again. South Beach, closing down Texas. So if they doing that, and Florida was one of the first places where they started the wrestling off it. That's what even opened the doors back for boxing. They was doing the wrestling, WWE, without no fans. So you're right. You're right, Derek. I don't see boxing probably coming along for a while, man, until we get the vaccine. I mean, actually, I was listening to an interview and they was talking about the Theopan Lopez and Lomachenko fight and how they wanted to maybe do it something like how they doing it and for the NBA players, and I guess put them in a bubble or some type thing and keep them quarantined and let maybe a couple hundred people come to the event. Who knows? This shit changed day to day. Day to day on this shit. Feel me? What else we use? There's a couple other things the box we talked about. I'm gonna go through and find some more interviews. I'm gonna play a couple more songs for you. I'm gonna get back to it. It's your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk, the Clutch Studio.
Fuck you talking about? I'm still the prettiest shot nigga alive. I'm still the best motherfucker around. Niggas on slow me down for a couple days, but I'm back now. Yeah. Everybody wanna be my friend, cause they know I live in what I rap now. Labels at a couple million, I'm still independent, I'm a fucking goat. I still got my 40 on me in the produce section, buying groceries out the fucking store. The bitch wanna fuck with a real nigga. You ain't about what you rapping, I think she know. You rapping my gun, gotta use it now. Make her back that ass up like I'm talking out. Wanna know if your boyfriend a whole nigga? On my shit, come on, he got the music out. She probably be like, take the music though. Gon' make one nigga fuck nigga lose it, I just met a bitch on the money, okay? You gon' give me that pussy on Tuesday, I'm a dime, I don't fuck on the first night. If she bad enough, you probably do it, They surprised that I live without rap.
Basketball will be shut down after 3 weeks. Yeah, wait till I get back on air and we can talk about that too. Well, yeah, I think but this is the crazy thing. I only get off topic. I do want to say this on air, but I'm gonna make a note of this. They tested 308 NBA players, and only 16 of them had the coronavirus. So, with that being said, if they keep them in a bubble now, they keep the other guys quarantined, shit, it should be cool.
Fuck you talking about? I'm still the prettiest shot nigga alive. I'm still the best motherfucker around. Niggas on slow me down for a couple days, but I'm back now. Yeah. Everybody wanna be my friend, cause they know I live in what I rap now. Keep telling labels at a couple million, I'm still independent, I'm a fucking go. I still got my 40 over in the produce section, buying groceries out the fucking store. The bitch wanna fuck with a real nigga. You ain't rapping about gun, gotta use it now. Make her back that ass up like I'm tagging out. Wanna know if your boyfriend a whole nigga? On my shit, come on, he got the music out. She probably be like, let the music go. Go make one of these fuck nigga lose it. I just met a bitch on the money. Okay. You gon' give me that pussy on Tuesday, I'm a dime, I don't fuck on the first night. If she bad enough, you probably do it, This is private, I live without rap. Bitches got my head pocket to rap. Talk about what you don't do, that's cat. Don't tell me what you don't do, I'm strapped. Boom. What it was. That's how it sound when they go out. I'm stressing, I had a long day. Got some minutes before I dropped your hoe out. I don't park the car, just get out. Like let's get the hardest shit out. Wake up, pray to God and dip out. They know I got that raw bitches out. Yeah. And I'm the best motherfucking rapper, man. I'm pissed. Shout out to the lie, man. Baby Jesus, aka motherfucking baby, aka Thunder Homie. You know.
Hey, yo, Nash, you go crazy.
Yeah. Okay, green light, pistol in the party, don't seem right. Liver off that Molly, can't think right. It's about to be a fucking green light. I get in my feelings off that hand, dog. I'm gonna be this way until the end, dog. I got too much on my mind and I cannot get it off. Gonna be a homicide before noon. The Lord die young and like the first ones to leave. They told me keep my strap, but now he resting in peace. If I ever catch a nigga who killed him out on the street, I'ma tie him to my truck and drive that nigga to the beach. Tell a nigga rest in peace. Tryna blind a nigga, fuck it, jump in the bucket, let's go find these niggas. All I need is a half an ounce of weed. My brain weight off the team, I'm gon' make a nigga bleed. Tell them live it in the street, we gon' put it in their life. To this block with that Glock, he jumped the gate and left his bike. Niggas get knocked out they socks when they get hit with that pipe. Or they jumped out with that top to introduce them to that green light. Okay, green light, pistol in the party, don't seem right. Liver off that Molly, can't think right. It's about to be a fucking green light. I get in my feelings off that hand, dog. I'm gonna be this way until the end, dog. I got too much on my mind and I cannot get it off. Gonna be a homicide before noon and take a loss. Green light. I gave her love and gold shot. Anything she wants, she cashing out without the problem. How you gonna love a nigga that ain't got love for your mama? You can die today, they gon' say we never come.
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
Help me fight my demons, all know the usual. I had put a top when I laid on the floor. She hang on the block while I hang on the shoulder. Thought it well cool, but she didn't want to leave. Hit her like garbage, my heart was on the seas. Could've tried better, but you got me at least. Why should I have love for her, you get it out the creek? Why should I have trust for you, can't get it out the creek? Why should I have love for you, ain't listen to my beat? Why should I be caring when I know I can't be beat? See how the ice be glaring when I come through and retreat. It's easy to know it's us with nobody in the street. Who turned up in the plug of my heat? After I pay my taxes, I go get your weed. In another tax bracket, you niggas beneath me. Who calls in the racket and make a whole right now? I could be here on vacation, I was up to sleep. And she call me daddy, put my money on like me. Played out with my son, right along with BG. How you gonna be gang, when you rich in your bloodline? Coming with some dollars, man, everything is done. I'm over the gang, you ain't gonna be something very bitch. I'm just a mama of a bitch. I didn't fish me. Look, bitch, my ring comes up big as well as my wrist. I'm getting money like this, can't tell problems in this. I wake up fresh every day, I just wanna take a minute. Heard me shit, my name like cause they don't want me. Took 150 tracks and you first little bitch. And when I wake up, go searching, you put your head. Fish for the east, which I gave her enough to go shop. Switch up my bitch, I love it up when exotic. How you gonna lie, nigga, they might have hurt you. Yo, mama, if you gotta see, I swear I still won't break my promise. Make love on the weekend and hit the bar. Take drugs going up on that duty bar. Every time she come, every time I put my chains on me. It's cool, man. Got everybody's on. Life is good. You know what I mean? $100 for the cheap ring on the neck, ring a little bitch. All the food when I spend it, being like the main automotive bitch. Bought $3 on the ring, call it truck, little bitch. I was in the shop for cocaine, they ain't been the same since. I can't entertain all their flaws, I ain't been the same since they cross. You know how they do when you pop, you know baby can't do all that talk. I got boots trying to sue up the ball, I got dudes trying to sue down the floor. I got hoes in LA, got a new booth for George. I'm in it, sick up to get on my door. Over 100K, the truth into my lawyer, let's go. 6 stations on cases, we did like T. Baby, y'all on the TV, that's easy. I been spinning with the gas and I bought me a beat. Yeah, I'll pull up and go, ain't cheap. Cash, I know she gon' fuck, I ain't ass. Dancing in like a pop, shit blast. Fuck around and get pop just for laugh. Put that boy in the box with the cash. I go take that hoe to New York, make a shoot. Let's go. Kick shit with your whore, that's my fool. You can go put hardwood on the floor with a hoop. We like up in the store, we gon' shoot. Never pick up when she tired. Never bitch started beating, she bounce. I like to wake up to sex like Tom. Sex, gets on my neck and she calls. Harder, yeah, harder, more, Rolex. I can go before, but I won't go back. She wants to don't take that, I'll make a hold up. They ain't see me go out like the whole year. Oh, the niggas got whole way. Make them come here and out like the whole day. You a throwaway, baby, it's okay. Before I fulfill me the OJ. Yeah, bitch. $100 for the cheap ring on the neck, ring a little bitch. All the food when I spend it, being like the main automotive bitch. Draw $3 on the ring, call it truck, little bitch. I was in the shop for the cocaine, they ain't been the same since. Spent 30 racks on a rap, bitch, couldn't win and bought a brick. $250,000 worth of chain, ice box, everybody did. It ain't no competition, nigga, that's your man, everybody get it. Made a few hits, fucking everybody did. Got something to lose, so I stay with the shooter. Got game from a go, I know what I'm gonna do. She kinda cute, really something to do. I got something to do, so I gave her the shooter. $100,000 for a body, go inside the house, and everybody get it. Got a plug on the side, overnight, and flood, and everybody sit. And she 350 might buy me a Richie, this shit get ridiculous, until I get sick. Spot in Toronto, just show me the rims, give me a few months, I'll be serving the shit. Rose trucks, 4 bucks, all white goods, cars good luck. Neck lit, wrist lit, look, don't touch, rich, get bust. I bought a friend on that thing, it's Houdini. Now 51 day, I bought 2 Lamborghinis. On the rest spin on a 4 carry diamond, I didn't propose, but I bought her a ring. Damn, my bro had to let that boy go, yeah, stick to the code, and tell him a thing. Ballin' like we won a championship, yeah, everybody get a ring. $100 for the cheap ring on the neck, ring a little bitch. All the food when I spend it, being like the main automotive bitch. Draw $3 on the ring, call it truck, little bitch. I was in the shop for the cocaine, they ain't been the same since. $100 for the cheap ring on the neck, ring a little bitch. $100 for the cheap ring on the neck, ring a little bitch.
Big old freak, big booty, big old tree. I'ma make a way for the pussy. Kiss me, big old feet. Hey, feet on the bed. I fuck him up in the head. Look at them, look in his eyes. And the next day, I might give him on the red. Hey, pop it, danger in my high rocket. I hit my phone with a horse. I know that me come over and ride. I'm on the way. Riding that dick, I'm like, hey, usually I fuck. I might fuck on maybe because you play. I fuck with him on the low. We never show up together, but I be doing when I'm ready to go. Hey, I had to go. With his car, I got him swerving and breaking the law. You know, so nobody trust like me. Hell, get what you need like me. Ain't nobody got funny to toes and bro to the floor like me. Hey, I got him, but he's in there. My body get drug and he need it. He make it. He's for the tree, baby. He know I feel when I leave him. He like, hey, let me roll, but I'm in love for you. Body addicted, it's driving me crazy. Don't know what to do without it. He's fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in the head and there's nothing to do about it. Take that for me, lady. Going crazy. I got what you need. I'm gonna give it to you, baby. Going crazy. Feeling for me, baby. I got what you need. I'm gonna give you what you crave. so free. I love to talk my shit. Hey, you must be a pussy boy if you get offended. Bitches sing the snow. They love me cause I'm cold. Hey, you can't take no nigga from me. I got my control. Hey, I wanna fuck in the mirror. I like to look at your face when you in it. I'm just when I'm giving commands. I am the captain and he the lieutenant. I need that nigga like a motherfucking pivot. Need you to spit, make that motherfucker piss it. Tell you shut up, make that motherfucker listen. I bet he gon' like it. You won't go trip. You like freaks like me. Hell nah. Get what you need like me. Hell nah. Everybody gotta run into tiptoes and bro tips like me. I got him like D. Phoenix. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treat. He throw a fit when I leave. Let me roll, let me roll. You little mama love from you. Body addicted, it's driving him crazy. I run from you. Don't know what to do without it. He's fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do about it. Just feeling for me lately. Going crazy. I got what you need. I'm gonna give it to you, baby. Going crazy. Feeling for me lately. I got what you need. I'm gonna give you what you craving.
Who that? What you mean, who that?
Growing up, my mama explained the difference between fame and notoriety. See, fame is when people know you. Notoriety is when people know your work. And notoriety leaves a legacy. When they talk about us, when they talk about Big Frank, when they talk about Lucci, when they talk about T.I.G., some will hate, some will cheer, all will know one thing. My nigga Nut became that change the music and for the
Lately I've been chasing paper, chasing walk. Damn. Lately I've been feeling like fuck a hater, fuck a cop. Damn. So lately I've been hardless, yeah. Lately I've been hardless, yeah. Oh hell no, ain't no pressure, but no beat. We gon' ask it out. I got your bitches, she telling me all your whereabouts. Loading the cake, I can't wait to go and spray one out. All I've been hustling all day, trying to get that cake about it all day. I've been round with it all day. It ain't got no safe, Y'all niggas better safe, we gon' get you safe, baby. I got niggas in them my head, I get you. I've been a thug all my life, wanted to plug all my life. We had to move around with no pipe, we had to shoot it out some night. Ain't no pressure by no beat, no we dinner. Fuck nigga, don't make me put a slug in it. I've been chasing paper, chasing what? Damn. Lately I've been feeling like fuck a hater, fuck a cop. Damn. So lately I've been hardless, yeah.
In the Clutch Studio, bro. I appreciate those who tuned in.
Pull it to the club, I toss her lay a couple hundred. When it in the money's got a fucking 5 point.
It's your boy Basement Boxing Talk. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Basement Boxing Talk, Instagram Basement Boxing Talk, Twitter Basement Boxing Talk, Twitch, everything. All your social media, Basement Boxing Talk, Clutch Radio. Shout out to Infominds. Shout out to Slings Design. Shout out to Second and None Details.
I've been feeling like fuck a hater, fuck a cop. Damn. I saw lately I've been hardless,
heartless, yeah. Lately I've been heartless, yeah. Town, come back down, man. Get ready to get rolled over, man. This is that nut, man. Know it, man. Shout out there to play with, man. Yeah. The new improved Atlanta charges in the building, man. God bless you, man. If I steal my soul, I'll take it back, I'm sliding level. Give me that couple push down on the whole game, we gon' shine together. She got rollies on her copies when she step out, she be fast. Whenever we get alone, I give her happy, she get happy. My kid's a special edition, the mirrors and me these packs. Like everybody be tough, is he gangster, he just ain't. They got no car, don't do no cross, like all my bitches fast. Rich niggas on no scroll, I see who I end up fast. Get that fire and I'm cold, like I'm down, catch me like. I'm on the day, think I'm sweet because I'm ready. Make sure they can't smell it. Drop some spot on my line. Trust and swag, I said I smell it. Used to get mad when I get myself. I still bad every day on my phone. Don't know family, come get back. I murder my mind. If you really were right, the take ones I live, I'ma get this shit. Ever since the bitch left going to the push car, I'm driving the pen on the Rolls Royce shit, pull up like yo. We talk like skin shit like Jared. The bitch ain't usually I'ma take it to the girl. I ain't smoking like me, but I'm chill. He got a little bug strap on. I said peace every day, he on my skin. I don't even give a whole I'm like shit. Tell no shake like that, that's chill. Better hold him on roll that letter. I'm a real boss, I'm like, I gotta say so. I was having trouble fighting about Jacob. Put me in the case with the bus down here. I steal my soul, I'll take it back. I'm
So y'all tuning in. Should be going live tonight. Right at 10 o'clock. Tune in. I'll put a post. Tell your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, all your social media. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Don't judge me, I'm gonna say she like Brookie. I got a text straight from the plug. He said it's a drop, I said funny. I be laughing. And the only time that we act is when we act ass. We act. So if you about that life, get out that cash. If I sell my soul, I take it back. I'm shopping. I'm okay. Push down on the whole game, I'm gonna shine together. She got rollies on my copies when she step out, she be fast. Whenever we get alone, I give her happy, she get happy. My kid's a special edition, the mirrors and me these packs. I'm like everybody be tough, is he gangster, he just ain't. They got no car, don't do no cross, like all my
Y'all want to beam in? Y'all can beam in.
Keep fire, I'm cold, I'm catching me like. I'm on the day, think I'm sweet because I'm so
This is your boy, DJ Basement Boxing Talk, live back to you, Clutch Studio, Clutch Radio. And throughout when we playing the music, I was trying to find another interview, keep the topics rolling, and what we was talking about. And I found some interview by a guy named Dante Basement Boxing. Dante Boxing. And he's another guy who's enforcing what I'm talking about, this Tyson Fury thing. Him, Barbershop Conversations, is a couple other guys is out here that's really on this, because you're not hearing about this on ESPN and others. This, I'm not making this shit up. But ESPN is hiding the fact that what we talking about with this Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder situation with these gloves. So I'm gonna play this little clip for you, put you on to point, and then we can go on and follow from there.
What's going on, guys? Man, oh man, This is just getting ridiculous. This is really, really getting ridiculous. First, we find out that Tyson Fury, he cheated with his left glove. Now we find out he cheated with the right glove as well. But it's even worse with the right glove. Because in these new photos that have emerged that you guys are looking at right now, you can clearly see that padding has been removed from Tyson Fury's glove. Guys, this is Luis Resto all over again in 2020. And let me add this as well. This is worse than what Margarito did. I mean, with Margarito, of course, cheating.
I'm going to pause that. For y'all who don't know what he was talking about, he's talking about an older fight. Look this up. I'm going to play this back for you guys so you can look this fight up. This is an older fight. It happened in the late 80s, I believe. And this same situation with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder happened then. We'll finish this.
Cheating at the end of the day, but with Margarito, he put plaster over his wraps to make his wraps harder, but he didn't remove padding from the gloves. Tyson Fury removed padding from the gloves while he was already 40 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder, in the heavyweight division. I'm telling you guys right now, if this was the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, there would have been a thorough investigation, and Tyson Fury would most likely be banned from the sport. And I'm going to tell you something else, man. The athletic commission that was supposed to be looking over these fighters, they better really be careful. Because with them trying to protect Tyson Fury because he's on the hope list, that could really backfire. Because this could turn into a serious lawsuit where the athletic commission could end up paying out a whole lot of money. I mean, that's kind of like a whole bunch of teachers and even the principal at a school knowing that one teacher in particular is molesting the kids, but they say nothing about it. I mean, that's the situation right now with Tyson Fury, because they already seen the images when it comes to Tyson Fury's left glove, and they're going to see the images of his right glove now. So there's no way they can say they didn't know, they weren't aware of this. They can't say that. So now it is completely official that the cover-up is actually bigger than the cheating scandal. I mean, the evidence is through the roof that Tyson Fury, he cheated. That is no longer a win for Tyson Fury. This is the first time I've ever said that. I mean, we already knew he cheated from the previous photos. But after watching these images, it's even more clear that he cheated. The evidence is through the roof. You have a sparring partner, a Tyson Fury sparring partner, that actually has the gloves that Tyson sparred with, where it was proven that the team had removed padding from Tyson Fury's glove just to spar with his own sparring partners. And Nicholas Asbury, the sparring partner who actually revealed these gloves, he said that they told him afterwards, they said, we just wanted to build up Tyson Fury's confidence. So Tyson Fury was willing to put his own teammates' health at risk just to give him the confidence that he needed to get in the ring with a guy with a killer right hand like Deontay Wilder. And this is so crazy because the fans that are trying to protect and defend Tyson Fury, they're having a harder and harder time trying to defend the evidence against Tyson. Because once again, first we were talking about the left hand. And it's so funny because once the Mayweather channel, or at least the guy that runs the Mayweather channel, he went out trying to protect Tyson Fury, and that kind of backfired on him. And once again, I want to let people know, I'm going to keep letting people know this. The guy that runs the Mayweather channel has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather, because a lot of people, they get this confused. They think because the channel is named the Mayweather channel, you're going to automatically think that Floyd Mayweather has something to do with the channel and it's some type of family channel, but that's not the case. This channel has absolutely nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. They're just using the Mayweather name. But it does have something to do with Jeff Mayweather, because Jeff Mayweather, he works with the other guy that put the channel together. And right now I'm calling him the other guy because I completely forgot the guy's name. But anyway, getting back to the point that I was about to make. So once the Mayweather channel made this video trying to debunk the fact that Tyson Fury cheated, you had all these fans that were defending Tyson Fury saying, see, it was just proven on the Mayweather channel that he didn't cheat because they did a demonstration showing it's impossible to cheat. Now, like I said before, of course, that backfired. I think his name is Cody, the guy that runs the Mayweather channel. But anyway, Cody himself, he even admitted that he got a lot of backlash from doing that video because, of course, it looked extremely biased. It looked like his whole point was trying to debunk the notion that Tyson Fury cheated. So because he got so much backlash in that video, and other boxers were showing that they can prove that Tyson Fury cheated in the Mayweather gym, he was forced to do other videos where he had to have other professional fighters with even more experience than the first fighters do the demonstration. Fighters like Dewey Cooper. And in his demonstration, he proved how effective Tyson Fury could be with the cheating methods that he applied in that fight. But at the end of the day, if we know a fighter cheated, it shouldn't matter how effective the person was in cheating. We shouldn't have to prove how effective he was at doing it. Cheating is cheating at the end of the day. I mean, if you go into a liquor store and try to hold it up,
I ain't gonna even keep playing. I just want to let y'all know it is real. And this wasn't made up. It's really going on with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. The sad thing is, you got a lot of people, a lot of Americans is not even rooting for Wilder. They rooting for Fury. Even though this man cheated and all that say Wilder couldn't fight. He just got a lucky knockout punch. Whatever. Man got the best knockout ratio in boxing history. Something else I wanted to play for you guys. Yeah, I wanted to play the clip where they interviewed Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr. He stated that, man, he was a piece of trash. Let's see if I can find it. He said there's no fixing Deontay Wilder because he got bad habits. Which I mean, Deontay Wilder he got sloppy bad habits. But to say that this man is trash, wow. I want to play this. I'll find it. I'll get your song or two. I'll find it. We get this clip going. Keep it going. This is your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk, live in Clutch Studios. So I gotta find some more calls. When you play that Get Money, give you got a little baby. Who was doing too much? We ain't play that either. Yeah. I'm about to stop this.
So we was at the gas station, man. I told the friend, like, that's why I'm going good. You know what I'm saying? We got running for us. Super fun club. I felt like I made it from China. Well, I'm going get it sure. Big Dre in the cut. Run them bent it up behind me. Know what's in my cup. Doing 90 in a 35 like I don't give a fuck. Bitch, the door, let little Trudeau drive. Make sure y'all don't hit nobody. I can't lie, the rap shit got us living like we hit the lottery. Creeping knocking niggas out one push like he got in the box. I've been flying state to state for trip, I done got in the shop. Every other day is something fake. I'm ducking paparazzi. He ain't listen, they tap this nigga. Label told me ain't got no budget. This ain't that and that ain't about nothing. I got rich and got folks still struggling. I got bros give a fuck about nothing. I got hoes don't give a fuck. Fucking, I ain't did that if she ain't got no butt. Money, brain problems, okay, so what? P them too real, they caught me a road so I sent it back to get a newer version. Got a line with the stars and they got the cameras easily back. I went the white paint with the red goods on my other cars in the match. They be like, ooh, I've been trapping. Gotta put racing gas in my track. Get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. How you make a whole person back in money? Cause all I do is get money. Money do Sunday, Monday do money. It ain't no stopping. Boys gon' fight it. After my booking phone like I'm trapping. He a good rapper, yeah, but he capping. I treat my shows like I'm getting low. I gotta get off anywhere I go. Yeah. Hop out alone, I'm in my zone. Go get this shit I done did on my own. Niggas want credit for shit that my mama did. I pretty true to these things that my mama kid. They poppin' shit since I bought me that bonnet. Cause I'm in that line from back here to summer here. I can't play around cause I know it's real. And I know it's real. Get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money. All I do is get money, get money, get money, get money. I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money, I'm getting money.
I got a thing for bitches. I'm only in the hang with bitches. But if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging them bitches. All we do is fuck. But she say we don't do it enough. Calling my phone going ham down. Pam, you be doing too much. All on my Instagram, hands out, you be doing too much. On a screenshot while we FaceTime, you be doing too much. You be doing too much. You don't spend the phone around your friends. Oh, you really doing too much. All in my shows, putting on my clothes. Oh, you really doing too much. Yes, I better bless her out. Hold the line like she pretty. To tell the truth, you a bitch. Screenshot and I miss you. I ain't gonna lie, I hit a couple times. I really was thirsty though. She was just one of them bitches you hit one of them.
Appreciate y'all, everybody tuning in. Baby Boxing Talk. While I'm live in Fun Studio. I'm gonna try to do a video tonight, but not tomorrow, but more videos coming. Every time I'm in the studio. Every time I'm in the studio, we will be going live. More videos coming.
For your friends and what we got going on, bitch, keep that on the hush. I got a thing for bitches. I'm really hang with bitches. But if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging them bitches. All we do is fuck. But she say we don't do it enough. Calling my phone going ham down, Pam, you be doing too much. All on my Instagram trying to spaz out, you be doing too much. On a screenshot while we FaceTime, you be doing too much. You got me on speakerphone around your friends, oh, you really doing too much. All in my shows, putting on my clothes, oh, you really doing too much. You ain't the real one, Keisha. I had a plan to make it. That hoe was asking too much. She made it hard to keep it. I had a menage with you. Had a garage with me. When you get money, everybody begging that shit, how you dodging people. I used to be robbing people. You bitches be charging people.
I had a little bitch at the mall so bad I went to a job to me. I still be lying to bitches. You niggas be crying to bitches. You niggas be doing too much. You bitches be trying these niggas. You niggas be stressing, these hoes be missing, but I don't be giving them. I don't be giving them. I don't wanna talk to you. Don't wanna shit. She goes hand in front. She called me shit, but she took a picture of me. This and that shit to her friends. He fell asleep in this pussy again. He fell asleep in this pussy again. I got a thing for you. I got a thing. I'm really hang with you. But if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging them bitch. I always do this fuck. But she say we don't do it enough. Calling my phone going ham. They gon' pay me. You be doing too much. You be doing too much. On my Instagram trying to spaz out. You be doing too much. You be doing too much. On a screenshot while we FaceTime. You be doing too much. You be doing too much. Don't speak the phone around your friends. Oh, you really doing too much. You doing too much. All in my shows, pulling on my clothes. Oh, you be doing too much. You doing too much. For real. But you be doing too much. You be doing too much. But you be doing too much.
This is your boy DJ Basement Boxing Talk. Back to you live from Clutch Studios. And we got some breaking news. Breaking news. All boxing fans. Jarrell Big Baby Miller has just tested positive for PED drugs again. For y'all who don't know Big Baby Miller, he's from Brooklyn, boxer. And this is his 3rd time he's tested positive for PED drugs. Wow. I think you should. What do you say? What do you say? Like, you just sit up here and you done failed this test 3 different times throughout your career. You have been suspended and everything. What the hell do you say? I mean, that's just unbelievable. Also in the news too, I forgot to say, the old man, 47-year-old Oscar De La Hoya, made a statement that he would come out of retirement and fight top fighters, even like Errol Spence Jr. Man, Oscar De La Hoya lost his mind. He's 47 years old. Now, don't get me wrong, Bernard Hopkins fought till he was 50. But he's not no Bernard Hopkins. When the last time De La Hoya ain't fought since, I think Pacquiao put him in bed. Pacquiao retired De La Hoya. De La Hoya didn't fight after the loss to Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocked him out. And that had to be somewhere around 13 years ago. 12 years ago. I think that was 2008 they fought. So just tell me how the Oscar De La Hoya think in his right mind he can be retired for 12 years and come back and fight top-notch fighters. He'd have lost his motherfucking mind. Get the fuck out of here. He can't be wanting to do it for the money. He got Canelo, Ryan Garcia. He got a few fighters. I don't know what is to prove. Or maybe he could be, he just talked the shit like that to come back. And maybe him and Floyd might do a future fight again. I don't know. But when I seen that, I said, God damn. That shit was crazy. Somebody made a comment in the about the basketball, not to jump around subjects, but we talking sports. We ain't just talking boxing, we talking sports. Boxing the main topic, but shit, we gonna talk anything we can. If the basketball would be shut down after 3 weeks, I don't think it will be. As long as people stay distance and stay in the bubble, and like I said, they tested like 308 players, 16 of them were positive. So if they got their close family members that they have come to the bubble with them and stay there at the resort, and everybody is negative, there's no way they can draw a positive. If they ain't, you feel me? Unless they sneaking out doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing about this bubble. They stay. So I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. We need some type of entertainment. I don't know if we have fights tonight. Let's see. What do you guys think about Miguel Bertram? They fight tonight on ESPN. So we do got fights tonight on ESPN. That's something to look at. Can't wait to get this NBA going. See what's going on in the NBA. Like I say, getting close to that time. We've been rapping and chatting. It's almost time to wrap this show up on Clutch Studio. But just what do you guys think about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, man? I just really can't get over. I can't get over Big Baby Miller testing positive again 3 times for PED. This shit crazy. You still want to just keep putting dope in your system. Try to win. Yeah, you can't win like that. We'll play a couple songs for y'all. And we're going to get up out of here. I'm going to make an outro. We're going to get up out of here. It's been real. It's been lovely. Tonight we're gonna talk about the fights that's going on tonight. We're gonna I'm trying to get the interview with Mike Stafford, so we can go live on that one and check the video out for. I did the interview with Claudio Marrero. We got a couple future boxing stars, prospects coming from Cincinnati. I'll be interviewing, and we got more future content coming to you. But this is the first time we came live from Clutch Studio. I appreciate watching the video. Like I say, tell all your friends, every family members, anybody who in sports, boxing, whatever. We gonna talk that shit, man. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I got more content coming. It's gonna get better. We just started. We on the mission.
Get with your great roll, hood and a stamp. Me and my nigga pull up and do damage. Fucking that bitch, she came with no plans. Spell on your block in my head, she they James. Thinking I'm German for feeling like fans. Walk in the club and my diamonds be dance. Pulling up food, my bitch get a tan. The way that I did it, you said I stand. Yeah. Yeah, I did this shit quick in the sands. I stand no thug in the trenches. I fuck off a plan and I treat all the people with sticks of the pain. Ain't ripped out low, can we make sure your man pop up on my grip? Bitch, I feel like I'm staying. Look on the bum, he catching like man. She give me that collar like catching like red. Rusting my back when I'm puffing his can. Walking in blue, others on blue. No need, back on while I was the king. My old head 50, he went with the bitch. Walking in the truck, you gon' see her the bitch. That's why I'm gonna roll with you dogs in the kitchen. You say you got a good friend with the teeth. You can pocket the chicken and bitch. We talking about brothers and like the left. 20 in my left pocket, 20 in my right. Everybody like that, he done came up overnight. God damn. 20 in my left pocket, 20 in my right. Everybody like that, he done came up overnight. Big Mooch, great with my hood and a step. Me and my nigga pull up and do damage. Fucking that bitch, she came with no plans. Spell on your block in my head, she they James. Thinking I'm German for feeling like fans. Walk in the club and my diamonds get dance. Pouring up old, my bitch get a tan. The way that I did it, you said I stand. Yeah. Yeah.
Run that back, Turbo.
So the tech can make me shake, and it's a bug, cause we really wait. I need your love to go with his hate, and mama hug, we finally wait. Playing M with all the Mercedes, spending for M in the mouth where you play. Pieces of shit, and I trust your old lady. And this is minutes, so you gotta pay me. Business on business, we might do the ass. Business on business, we stuck every day. Business is business, so you gotta pay. You let me get his name, you wanna raid. He said the chini, I'm stuck in my way. My bitch up repeated, got fucking get paid. I'm blowing this DKD backwards like hey. He said I'm running on the legs of my shade. On the back up, I was going through a phase. I never look and got my bitches straight. You learn how to dress when you watching my page. Niggas be tough, so somebody decay. I'm riding the coupe in the inside the beige. I play shit like I've been doing it for days. So many dead faces, I got me a grade. My answer niggas say shit every day. I pop me a shit when I stuck in my throat. She's really a pussy, I don't need a vote. The whole super ready, she at my son. Stay with it, now she call me about it. The business of my emoji is dope. Box on my line, got my back on the rope. Real, I can't turn my back on the road. So the tech, niggas be shaking. And it's a bug, we really waiting. I need love to go with his hand. My hug, finally made you. They in with all of the sales. Spending more M in the mouth where you play. Bitches that shit, and I trust your old lady. And this is business, so you gotta pay me. I got a good, but I'm ready to spend. Try to ball and I got it, we win. Spaceship for a car that rent. They know who I am, they ain't walking through that. It didn't say, oh, I rid of the wreck. Oh, they didn't like it, ain't taking it back. I should've paid, I made it, I won't be sad. I got these cheaters putting all of my jack. I got a pill in the shoe, the match. I'm burning good, I'm keeping my ratchet. My bitch the baddest, she booty, she ratchet. I get them good and I find my cash. I serve it real, I ain't just like a ratchet. I got on soul, the beat, the test. I got a 31 doing gymnastics. I saw the brick, it was still in the test. 6500 was spit on his coat. Yellow bitch in the color, she's on the coat. Like I'm on the floor, I just want to do. I'm spending my money, I ain't going through. Don't want no hand out, that shit ain't no joke. Niggas should know when I speak on the phone. I'm making cash, ain't paying no notes. I got these stickers and they want smoke. The tech, the niggas be shaking. And it's a bug, we really waiting. I need love to go with his name. And my hug, we finally made you. They play in with all of the savings. Spending more M in the mouth where you play. Bitches that shit, and I trust your old lady. Shit, it's the business, so you gotta pay me.
It's been real. We're signing off from over here. Catch us tonight. Thank you very much.